Hey guys.
All right, folks, we're here today to check out the latest from Lorna. Sure, now this has been out for a couple of weeks, but we're on holiday, so we'll get to it when we get to it. It's not like we're getting paid to do this, so fuck it. It's whenever we have time and whenever we feel like it. Guess what? We have time now and we feel like it. So Lorna Shore, Cursed to Die, another video, another song from their upcoming new record, and they already announced the date of the release. I don't know off the top of my head, but go check them out on their socials and you'll find out exactly the pre-order links and when you're going to get the record, all of that good shit. All right. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say anything else. I'm just going to fucking go. All right. Woo. Will Ramos, hit me up, brother. Let's fucking go. shit! Best single so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Best single so far.
I agree with that one.
Fuck yeah, best single so far.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I feel like I gotta go first on this. All right, first of all, if the Marvel universe had a deathcore universe, Will Ramos would be the throat fucker. He would be the guy that would come in and kill all the bad guys with his powerful throat screaming and... You don't like that name, throat fucker? Okay, maybe throat fucker is not a great name.
I feel like throat fucker is definitely...
Should be the bad guy?
No, throat fucker is definitely a part of a title of many titles of certain websites.
Okay, maybe that's a category? Maybe it's a category. All right, maybe that's not the greatest name for Will Ramos if he was a superhero.
Definitely
but that's what I'm going with. Fuck yes. Best single so far. Now, you're going to ask me, what does this make this the best single so far? Because the other ones were fucking amazing.
Well, if you're not deaf, I mean, like, come on. You can't ask that question and just sit through the song.
Because some people would say Sun Eater is the best one so far.
Sun Eater is my second now. Sun Eater was better than the last one, in my opinion. I still listen to the other one also, like, as much as I listen to Sun Eater. But if I had to compare both of them, Sun Eater's better than the last one.
This is the best one so far.
This one is the best one so far.
This one is like when somebody's pissing you off and you just walk up to them and you take a shit on their shoe and you walk away. Not that people do that, but that's the fucking ultimate slap in the face. It takes guts to drop your pants, take a shit on the guy's shoe and then just walk off.
It also takes the guy not shoving his shoe up your ass
afterwards.
Mid-shit.
So that's like return to the origins?
Yeah.
It's a return to the origins.
The receipt.
Anyhow, best single so far, and now I'm going to say my piece on why I feel like this is the best single so far. First of all, those opening vocals from Will Ramos, Mr. Will Ramos, throat fucker himself, that's not a great name, by the way. It's definitely not a great name. So anyways, those opening vocals that are not just opening vocals because then they come back again they're always there at the beginning of the verses. Those vocals felt so different to me because when we think of Will Ramos, we think about the big squealing, we think about his incredible range, what he does with his voice, all the fucking insanity that comes out of his mouth. You think about all of that shit, but you don't necessarily think about the more natural, just straight up harsh vocals. And that's what he gave you there, just the more natural, straight up harsh vocals. I thought it was phenomenal. Phenomenal, because you kind of come in expecting him to go absolute Hulk on the track. Rip his shirt off, go all green and shit, and just fucking demolishing it. But he doesn't. He doesn't do it right away. He kind of hits you with a soft ball. He's more like, this is how I order McDonald's on the weekend kind of voice. You know what I mean? And then later down the road, he sounds like after you order McDonald's and you don't get the shit that you order and you fucking pissed because now you drove far away and it's too much of a hassle to go back to get the right order, and that's how you sound in the car to the rest of your buddies. I love how
I thought it was going to be, after eating the McDonald's on the toilet, you're trying to purge the McDonald's out.
I said McDonald's. I didn't say Taco Bell. So anyhow, that's how this song vocally comes across to me. I love how he sets it up with those more natural, straight up, harsh vocals. Phenomenal tone, phenomenal delivery, but those ones make everything else feel 1,000 times nuttier, 1,000 times sicker, 1,000 times heavier. If the track right off the get-go goes on with the other ones that we're more used to hearing from him, then even if he brings these ones back down the line, they don't have the same impact. Because it's hard to go from up here all the way down here, but it's easier to go from here all the way up. So I love the vocal setup that they created for this song. Absolutely phenomenal. From the 3 singles vocally, this may not be the gnarliest track because I don't think it is. I actually think the previous single was even gnarlier vocally in terms of what he gave you. So this song may not be the gnarliest track vocally from him, but it's definitely the one that has the most punch because of that movement from those more natural vocals to the more over-the-top, like Will Ramos style vocals. From that perspective, the track is off the charts because it kind of like, ooh, what is this? And then it's like, oh, here we are. Like that movement is fucking phenomenal.
I mean, that also with the amazing, atmosphere, everything in the background.
Oh, the symphonic atmosphere.
The symphonic
that's point number 2.
Is that point number 2?
For me, that's point number 2. But what do you think about point number 1 before we move on to point number 2?
I agree with you.
This is going to be a long video.
I agree with you on point number 1. But I want to get into point number 2 because I feel like point number 2 is what.
Okay, so you start off with point number 2.
Okay, see, the reason why I think this song is better than the last 2 singles is because all the good feelings I get from Sun Eater and Into the Earth, I get good feelings in both. This is just both good feelings all in one song.
I felt like from a symphonic perspective, this track is more consistent.
And I think the symphonic element is the good feeling I get from Sun Eater, and the heavy elements is what I get from Into the Earth. Is the same good feelings I get from both
are together into this track.
Together in one song.
Yeah. It's the best out of those 2 songs into one track.
It really is. I mean, the symphonic elements is what really brings me to the track too. But
don't you feel like they're more consistent in this song versus the other 2? Because the other 2 they would come in, but then they would drop out. They would come in, then would drop out.
This one they were perfect, and I mean, the symphonic elements in the chorus and everything is what builds a song. It's what keeps a song on this high pedestal.
It's what makes the song feel almost like I said, like something out of Marvel. Even the video had like that Venom feel with the blood in the background, like. The symphonic elements...
Venom the musical.
Yeah, the deathcore musical. It elevates with throat fucker. It elevates the quality of the song.
Stop saying throat
fucker.
Okay,
I really get that. That was the last time. So anyways, it elevates the quality of the song. Now, it brings me to point number 3. The guitar solo.
Oh.
For those of you out there that hate deathcore, that you feel like deathcore is just like pig squeals and breakdowns, how about them apples?
Them apples.
How about them apples with that guitar solo? Whoa. What's your take on that? Were you surprised?
I mean, I was surprised, but when it showed the guitar starting to go and he was starting to kick off, I'm like, fuck yeah. This is what the track...
We always ask what the track needs. And we always say either cowbell or breakdown.
Breakdown. I mean, this song...
This one needed a solo.
This one needed a solo. And then what a good solo to really... It needed the solo, and that was the perfect solo...
For me, it was okay, I agree with you. It needed the solo, perfect solo. The reason why it's a perfect solo is because it takes the melody off the song. It incorporates the melody into the solo.
Yeah.
Because it weaves the melody into the way the solo sounds. So sometimes you're getting a guitar solo, and then the guitar solo morphs into the melody that the track already has. Then it morphs back into the solo.
It's like taking a cloth that you really enjoy, and you've always liked this cloth, and then weaving the pattern, a nice pattern into it. You took the
gold pattern.
A gold, yeah. You took this melody that throughout the song you're enjoying, and then you just weave stuff into it to create the solo.
But that wins if the song needed a solo, but I feel like if the solo had gone 100% away from what the song
breaks off.
Like if it broke the song apart, this song is super compact. I don't think you can afford to break the track apart.
You can't afford it. You can't afford it. You need at least something of whatever happening in the song. You need something to kind of branch into the solo.
So that you can branch off of it.
Then you can branch back off of it, back into the song.
And just continue. Like,
like nothing happened.
You don't need transitions. It's just kind of morphing from one part to the other. I absolutely loved it. When I saw the solo starting, I was like, this is what the song needed. This is what I wanted. But I was like, the only reason why it worked the way it did and why it was impactful the way it did is because of the way they put it together. That weaving of the melody that already exists with that solo, that's absolutely... The solo was outstanding. And the fact that they captured that on the video, that they actually show you the hands in the playing, which is something that we always gripe about. Like when there's a solo, you want to see that shit. To me, was phenomenal. And that whole atmosphere that the track that has, that symphonic element that the track has, is all weaved into that same solo as well. Everything is there. You're getting everything that the song had, but now you're getting the solo on top of it, mixed in, blended in with everything that is happening. Absolutely phenomenal. Then you exit from it as seamless as you entered into it, and then Will comes in with his voice and it's just like gangbusters.
Yeah.
Phenomenal track. This song is just wow. To me, this track is perhaps not only the best single, but maybe even one of the best songs, if not the best song, since Will Ramos joined Lorna Shore. Are you going to tell me to slow my roll?
Slow your roll.
You're going to tell me to slow my roll. You don't think so?
I think it is it's a good nominee. It's a good nominee.
Song is...
Listen. It's a good nominee, but I feel like there's more to come.
No, but I'm talking about everything that we've seen so far, which was the EP and now the singles. From the EP and the singles, in my humble opinion, this is perhaps their best song. I mean, you can make an argument, but
you can make an argument.
But this song has everything.
This song does have everything, but you'd have to really look into the other songs and see. When it comes to Will Ramos himself, which song did he perform the highest in?
I don't think he did in this one, but that's not my point. But to me, this song feels more complete. It's not about just him going off the charts. I mean, that after a while it gets a little boring. So, and the way he approaches the vocal perspective of this track, with those harsh vocals that set up everything else that happens after, the guitar solo, the consistency of the symphonic elements, the way the song is constructed. I'm not looking just at him or just at this, or I'm looking from
Everything.
an overall perspective. From an overall perspective, this to me feels like the best, most complete song that Lorna Shore has released since Will Ramos has picked up the mic. You know, you can make the argument because it always comes down to what kind of Lorna Shore do you like, or what style do you like, or what song, whatever personal preference. For me, this one checks more boxes because I didn't feel like this track, like some other tracks, had like gnarly vocals just for the sake of having gnarly vocals. This song, like I said earlier, it doesn't have those kind of, it doesn't have as much of it, but it feels more complete.
Yeah.
It doesn't depend on one thing. It depends on everything. From that perspective, I gotta say, this is my favorite track since Will. It started as Perhaps, and now it is my favorite track since Will Ramos has picked up the mic for Lorna Shore. Maybe not for you?
It'll take some time to really think about it, but can't give it to you right away.
Dude, this track is
this track is really good.
It's off the charts. Off the charts. All right. Lorna Shore, new album. Go check it out. The dates are out there. The pre-order links are out there. Don't sleep on it. These guys are going to be at Lollapalooza playing around some bands that are going to be thinking, what the fuck is happening?
I really want to see
when these
that
guys hit the
performance,
stage.
man.
If I was able to go to Lollapalooza, I think I would go just to see the band before, the band after, enjoy them, and then look at the crowd and see how they react. But anyways, these guys are going places. One of the craziest, most insane bands out there. I expect this record to be one of the best of 2022. I think everybody is on pins and needles waiting for this Lorna Shore record. I think everybody's been waiting since the EP came out last year. So everybody's excited about this. So don't forget, check out their socials, pick up the record, pre-order, do whatever you got to do, and we'll see you guys at the next video.
See ya.